Good morning. This is Mario Jackson with FLA, one of the coaches here. And today I want to talk about the use of your smartphones. Is it costing you gains in the gym? Now, this is from Rep Magazine, issue 20. The aim of this study was to explore the effects of 30 minutes of exposure of smartphone networking apps, i.e. social media, on your performance during multiple sets of lifting in a trained environment. The study adopted a counterbalanced, single-blind, and randomized crossover design featuring two experimental groups. One using the smartphone, mainly on social media apps, and the other one just watching a documentary. The main findings of the study is that smartphones induce mental fatigue and had a meaningful impact on total volume load completed, while also resulting in increased perceived fatigue. Although more research is definitely needed before we can conclusively indicate that being on your smartphone prior or during your lift may have a meaningful impact on your performance and adaptation, the findings of this results carry practical implications for individuals engaging in resistance training, especially those who want to optimize their adaptation, meaning get more reps in those sets that you're trying to do at the gym. So the main takeaway from this study is to limit your smartphone use before training. The observed increased subjective feelings of mental tiredness align with previous research linking smartphones to the negative impact on cognitive functions, something that may have an effect on your performance in the gym. So limiting prolonged exposure to your smartphone, especially on social media apps before training, is probably a good idea if you want to do everything you can to perform optimally in the gym. Now, we talk about smartphones, we talk about blue screens, we talk about blue lights. We also talk about that cognitive functions that have those outside stressors, i.e. having your smartphone with you all the time, doom scrolling when you're in the gym, doom scrolling before you're in the gym, or even doom scrolling when you're trying to go to sleep. The overall consensus of this is just limit that or have set times throughout the day so you can still be on social media, still interact with friends across the country or across the world, but mainly just focusing on that it does have an effect on your mental status, mental state, and you do also carry that into the gym. So before going to the gym, maybe either substitute using the smartphone to reading a book or watching a documentary or something outside of having that phone in your hand constantly, which unfortunately induces some of that fatigue that you may or may not be aware of. And if I were you, test it. See what happens. Try a week or two of not using your smartphone about 30 minutes before the gym to see how it affects your function of how you lift and your attention span when lifting and that overall perceived fatigue. Now, your choice. Let's try it. I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens. You guys have a wonderful day.